let's go ahead and find out what they are thinking about you. That's the question, and that's what the universe has to tell us. So, the overall theme of how they think about you is hmm, the sun's flipped. So, it's a slow start. So, they are uncertain why they think there's something they're worth going toward, going forward with. They feel like there's just something blocking that's kind of causing a little bit of struggle. And what that might be is the Five of Swords. So it's contention. So maybe you bicker too much, or maybe they feel like you're fighting with them sometimes. It makes them feel a little bit uneasy, and that no matter what it is, they feel like they just can't move forward with you. And even though they have deep feelings, the sun's always positive, but slow. It's upside down. They're worried that maybe you try to win at all costs, that you try to have your way versus listen to others. So what they feel is like they do have that spark, but you got to back off a little bit and let them also be part of the equation. Because if you don't, then what do you have? Ego. You having to be right all the time. You always having to win, which causes people to turn away. And so that's really a turnoff. So what they think about you is they care, but they don't like the contention in the games. And that's the vibe I'm getting. So you could have stability. You see the Four Swords kind of going like this, right? Yellow and blue is that emotional energy with the yellow energy, vitality, life. So they want to have a life with you. They want to do things with you, but that sword coming down is like they're just not sure. They feel like they're not on guard, but they always gotta put their guard down, because if they try to say what they really think, maybe you just scold them and you come a little bit too hot. That's what I'm feeling for the overall vibe and the overall theme for what they think about you. Now, what has caused this or brought you to this position would be the Six of Cups. It's you. It's almost like you are trying to make them be something that they're not, right? You have this thing about you where you're trying to make them fit a mold of what you used to have, but that's not the case with these people because they're somebody new, right? So the vibe is going to be different. So you got to let go of those old memories. You have to let go of those old things to move into something new, right? And that's why it's in the past position here, is that you keep looking to the past rather than looking to the future. And the future, if you can do that, shows you have the Queen of Wands in a reverse position. And so, boy, I'm telling you, it's really, you got to stop fighting. You got to put that fire out. Don't try to make them bow to your will. That's what it's saying. So if you keep up with this old way of doing things, old memories, and trying to force them into your box, they're going to leave because they don't want this Queen of Wands upside down. They want somebody like this upside right. They can go out with, have a good time with, have fun with, but it has to be your way all the time. That's the future if you don't stop. And that's why we're seeing the cards the way they're laid out today with the sun upside down. They have feelings. The Five of Swords, they feel contention. The Six of Cups, you keep trying to put them in a box. And the Queen of Wands is all about your way or the highway. That's not good. That's a little bit of emotional manipulation, and it needs to stop, or this relationship isn't going to make it. All right. And so what you do know, though, is that you know what you're doing, the devil. You know you're kind of playing games a little bit. You know you're pushing a little bit too hard at times. And if you continue to do that, you're going to lose. You're going to lose them. So this person could be the love of your life, but if you don't stop right now with your old traits, your old way of doing things, did I say the six right there? That's the past. Coming to the present. It's the ego with the queen upside down. It's the sun being slow. So they're loving you up. They want to, but they're tired of contention and they're tired of the games, and they don't want to play this game no more. They don't want to be in this fire because it's a devil. And what's the devil? It's a six, the lover's card. If you can put these traits away and stop always having to be in control, this can turn into a very beautiful relationship, right? So what are they thinking about you? I'm telling you. They're thinking to please stop. That's what they're thinking. And what's the underlying issue here, the hidden influence behind all this, is the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands. It's like they feel like they always have to stand their ground against you. They always have to be on guard, and then they're tired of it. They don't want to anymore. They don't want to have to always fight to get something different. They don't always want to have to fight to move forward with you. So what are they thinking about you? They're thinking that you need to just kind of knock it off, slow your roll, and let them have a say for once in this relationship. Let them maybe make the move rather than always be in your way. I know this may be hard to hear, but I got to keep it real. Okay. I got to tell you what the cards say, not what I want to say or what you want to hear. If I was going to tell you what you want to hear, then why come to my channel? It's a waste of time. And the dice, does it even align with this? Has a 7. So it's telling you that if you can learn to communicate with the 3 and you can really turn this relationship into a solid foundation, but you got to use a 7 energy, which means you got to step back and assess things to know when to push and when to pull. Because as long as you keep going in the same direction, it's game over, right? That's what we're seeing. And when you look at the numbers, you also have an 11 here, plus the 8 is a 19, a 9 and a 1 is a 10, which is a 1 again. A 1 and a 19 is a 20, which is a 2. A 2 and a 15 is a 17, which is an 8. And the 8 means you have to sometimes let go of the willpower, let go of the ego, and roll with it. Didn't I say that too? So this whole energy here is telling you that you got to let go and roll with it. Because if you don't roll with it, then you're going to lose them. And that's just the way it is. So if this is hitting you pretty hard, you want a personal reading to maybe dive a little deeper, hit me up, let me know. Go to wordwithatwist.com. It's a new website I have. Subscribe to the newsletter or book a reading, whatever you want to do. But definitely go check it out. It's a new site. I'm loving it. People are enjoying it. They're commenting about it and telling me thank you for setting up, because it gives you a really wonderful way to learn tarot or to dive deeper in my messages that are written that you want to see here on YouTube. And until next time, all my beautiful souls, I want to see each of you in my next reading. All right. Bye-bye, everyone.